There was a man named Arif who lived in a village surrounded by lush green hills. He wasn't rich or famous, but everyone respected and loved him. You might wonder why. Well, it's because of the way he treated people. Arif believed in the power of politeness. Every morning, when the sun peeked over the hills, Arif would start his day with a smile. He greeted everyone with a polite nod and a friendly good morning. He did this whether he was on his way to the fields or at the market buying groceries. Now, being polite isn't just about saying please and thank you, right? It's also about how you treat others, how you listen to them and understand their feelings. And Arif was really good at this. He never rushed anyone. He understood that everyone needed time to talk, to share their thoughts and feelings. He never raised his voice, not even when someone was rude to him. Instead, he remained calm and kind, showing the other person that they didn't have to yell to be heard. Slowly, everyone in the village noticed this. They saw how he treated everyone with respect, no matter who they were or what they had, and this made a big difference. You see, back then, arguments and fights were common in the village. People would often get angry and say things without thinking. But when they saw how Arif handled situations with calmness and politeness, they started to change. They began to think before they spoke. They learned to control their anger and treat others with respect. When two farmers argued over a small piece of land, Arif didn't take sides. Instead, he sat down with them, listened to both sides of the story, and then asked them to think from the other person's point of view. He helped them find a solution that made both of them happy. Arif wasn't just a good listener, he was also a man of action. He believed that being polite wasn't just about words, but also about doing kind things for others. If he saw an elderly neighbor struggling to fix her fence, he would drop what he was doing and help her. If someone's animal was sick, he would take care of it until it got better. It wasn't long before everyone in the village started following his example. They helped each other with farming, shared their food, and most importantly, they spoke to each other with respect. Then one day, a tired traveler came across the village. He had been walking for weeks and had almost given up hope of ever finding a kind soul to help him. When he told the villagers about his journey, they all pitched in to help him. They gave him food, a place to rest, and most importantly, they listened to his stories with respect. The traveler couldn't believe the transformation he had seen. He went to the village elder and asked, "How did you manage to create such a wonderful place? How can everyone here be so kind and helpful?" The elder smiled and said, "It all started with one man, Arif. He showed us the power of politeness, how it can change the way we treat each other, how it can make everyone's life better." The traveler then went to meet Arif. He wanted to know how Arif had changed the lives of these villagers. When he asked Arif about his secret, Arif simply smiled and said, "It's very simple. When you treat others with respect, it creates a bond between you. People don't need to be told to follow. They follow because they feel seen and heard." The traveler thought about these words as he continued his journey. He realized that Arif's politeness had created a ripple effect. It had changed not only the way the villagers interacted with each other, but also with outsiders like him. From that day on, more people started to understand the importance of politeness. They saw how it could create harmony, how it could make everyone's life better, all because one man named Arif showed them the way.